Guys, this is John with the Customer Factory, and I make these videos often based on what I hear from clients or prospects or just people I'm talking to. I get a lot of email. When I see a question kind of come a few times, it's actually just easy for me to make a video like this. And one thing I got very recently, in the news or in the marketing news of Facebook, people become aware that Facebook is no longer providing income targeting. It used to be they collected third-party data from guys like Experian and Equifax and TransUnion, matched it up with their database, and they could tell if you're on Facebook and they had your name and your location, they could tell how much money you made by cross-referencing it. They can even tell what your credit score was. You could target people by all kinds of cool income things like that. However, recently with all the kind of little flaps with Facebook about personal privacy, due to those kind of concerns, they've actually stopped allowing you to target by income. They actually no longer have those relationships anymore. You might have use for those internal data, but as an advertising platform, you can't use anymore. And a lot of guys are like, oh my gosh, you can't target by income. It's all over with because I used to just target high income people and that would raise the quality. And that's the only way I know how to do it, right? I want to point out that this is not a big deal. This is not a big deal. This income thing is not a big deal. The sky is not falling. If you have even a remote idea what you're doing. Marketers have always had quality issues where they want to target people and make sure they get high quality people for whatever marketing campaign they're doing, whether it's healthcare or anything else, car buying or whatever. And there's all kinds of ways that you can control the response to an ad or any other piece of creative by other things other than just targeting by income. Facebook is the first platform outside of direct mail going back years, but really Facebook is the first platform that really made it easy to target people by income. For all the time of marketing before that, marketers had to be clever enough to figure out how to do the job without that easy little crutch. So Facebook kind of gave everybody that crutch, and it was, oh, it's really easy to target by income. And a lot of guys, I think, got really used to having that little crutch there, that little easy advantage, and they used it a lot, and they came to depend on it. And maybe they don't even realize how you could live without it, right? We kind of used it. We kind of didn't use it. We used it, like any other targeting method. We used it as it was workable, but it wasn't a main thing. Well, first of all, it's not quite accurate enough, we actually found, because some of the data is outdated. If you ever seen your credit report, you know that sometimes things are just wackadoodle, right? Well, in that case, income reporting was even more off, and it wasn't always accurate anyhow. It also came out after the deal was done that Facebook was announced that, we used to charge 15% more for those ads because we had to pay the partner, the TransUnion or Equifax, whoever the reporting agency was. They were actually giving them a 15% gross cut of that, which means they were raising the price by 15%, which means if you were targeting with that income filter turned on, Facebook was actually charging you 15% more, just a surcharge, just a premium price for those ads. So you had to actually it had to be worth more than 15% increase. You had to be able to get 30 or 40% better results with income filtering. Otherwise, you're just wasting money because you pay 15% more to get 10% better results. You're still down, right? Any marketer who knows anything knows that if you can target people by activity versus demographic, it's better. Facebook still lets you target by all kinds of activities of people. This is what people are doing. Demographics tell you what someone is likely to potentially do. An activity tells you what they actually are doing. And with Facebook, you can find all kinds of activities that match up with the market that we're going after, the healthcare market. I mean, there's tons and tons of examples. But just know that if you are clever and even a little bit creative, you don't need the income targeting because you can use activity and it works a lot better. And we're still seeing great results. We've not seen a drop in our cost per in our leads. We've not seen an increase in cost per lead or anything like that. The quality there's no problem on quality, particularly across the board. I mean, it's just what it is. It's business as usual because we really never had that crutch. And I believe actually probably most marketers really never did. Maybe the new guys who got in and thought, oh yeah, or the guys who just had a fairly simple understanding of how to target were using that income targeting, but it's not that big a deal. So if you've got a marketer who's talking to you telling you, oh yeah, your campaign's not working because the income filter is going wrong, just know that they need to get a little more creative. They need to actually sit down and figure out how can they use Facebook filtering to really make it work and actually do a little work. Now, this is not, when you target by activity, it's not usually just one activity or two. You got to be kind of creative. You got to layer them, do stacking and a bunch of marketing stuff, but it's totally doable and it's not a big deal. Okay. But it's one of those things that made the news and people get freaked out because it sounds like it's really important. It's not. Because, I'll tell you this, there's no way Mark Zuckerberg would do away with a feature that was going to cost him millions of dollars in lost ad revenue. If the ad stopped working, he loses revenue. The ads are working fine. All right. So anyway, hopefully that clears a little anxiety up out there, and I will see you in the next video. Hey Doc, John Nesbitt here. Thank you for watching this video. If during this video you thought to yourself, gee, I really wish someone like John would do my marketing for me on Facebook, Good news, I'm taking new clients. If you go to thecustomerfactory.net/schedule, you can get a free demonstration of what our program actually does and what kind of results you can expect from it. And we'll take care of you there if at all possible, all right? Thanks.